White opens with last Friday, cute face, asterisk, licks your feet and giggles as you squirm, asterisk, forcing themselves on black straight away. This mistake reveals their gooner status off spawn and acts as a deterrent for all women. Black hits back with, okay, what the actual fuck? Are you serious with this roleplay shit or are you just memeing? And I pray this dude is memeing. If it is memeing, it's about as funny as a ventriloquist act during a murder trial, but at least it's ironic. Black plays a good move by asking this question. White answers are ... Are you not into it? Question mark. Asterisk whines and hides head, thinking about how I'm such a screw up and how nobody likes me. Asterisk. Asterisk begins to cry. Asterisk. What the hell? Never in a million years did I think I'd see a mental breakdown written in a text as stage directions. He thinks he's writing for an R-rated play or something. I'm not really sure, but this is a blunder. Black responds with, are you shitting me? And you can't really fault this good move opposing how weird White is. If I came across someone as creepy as that, I'd fake a phone call, a seizure, and possibly my own death just to get out of the conversation. Next, White opens with asterisk, excessively starts to sweat, asterisk. So do you want to maybe grab some coffee tomorrow, question mark, asking a perfectly normal question, but in the worst way possible. Not only are asterisks creepy as anything in any conversation, but telling the huzz you're sweating is like saying I'm vulnerable. It just won't end well and is definitely an inaccuracy. Black keeps their reply simple by explaining, sorry, I'm not interested, which is a miss, as it is far too polite. White lets their defenses completely open for attack, but instead of going all in, Black chose to stay passive. White hits back with asterisk, staring confused to the wall, asterisk. Remember I hold the door open for you, lend you a pencil in class, and even made you a coffee, question mark, question mark, question mark. So you're not interested, question mark, literally begging for it at this point. Doing a few kind things in class doesn't mean someone has to love you for it, buddy. This guy has more delusion than a flat earther with a telescope and a dream. Definite mistake. Yup, that's what I said, period. Sorry, period. Can you also please stop role-playing? I absolutely hate it, period. Black reiterates their rejection, but this time uses a lot more aggression, making it a great move. Anyone who roleplays over text deserves to be called out for it, and Black does a great job doing this. White still doesn't get the message though, and replies, asterisk, staring confused to the wall and testifies, asterisk, Jessica, I know you're talking to Adam, but he's just a jerk, exclamation point. I will do all I. Then the message cuts off because Black resigns before White can finish. The move White managed to play is a blunder though because he is showing pure jealousy towards Adam. Low elo gooner for sure. Next, hey, White opens with the NF3 book move, starting the conversation. Hi, Black follows up with another book move, basically mirroring White's opening. White asks WYD, and damn, this chat is drier than an incel's lips are after arguing on 4chan for 12 hours straight. Good move. Black answers nothing, you, making the biggest mistake of their life so far. On the surface, there's nothing wrong with this move, but what it is about to lead into is horrifying. Same, bored, lol. Asterisk, sits by you, asterisk, is White's response, starting the roleplay and allowing it to take off. Mistake. Black hits back with asterisk, farts, asterisk, OMG, so sorry. Instead of apologizing, bro could have easily just held backspace until the message vanished from existence. Instead, he doubled down like the flat earther at NASA headquarters, loud, embarrassing, and tragically confident. Blunder. Strangely, White finds this funny and replies LOL asterisk, blushes and smiles asterisk, which is a huge inaccuracy because who actually blushes to a shitty fart joke? Get it? Shitty fart. Anyway, I feel like I'm watching the latest episode of Love on the Spectrum. Black responds with asterisk, ships pants aggressively asterisk, I drank milk today. And what correlation does drinking milk have to shitting yourself? Unless someone spiked it with laxatives, there should be no problem. Inaccuracy. Finally, White gets a little bit weirded out and says, with 4 M's, okay, ... LOL, playing an excellent move on the offense with checkmates Black. You know it's bad when a role player creeps out another role player. Next, White kicks us off with asterisk, transforms into Minetta and starts humping your leg, asterisk. Hell yeah, all might, exclamation point, exclamation point. I'm gay now, gay flag. Not only does White watch a horrible anime, but they send messages like this. Tell me you're a Discord mod without telling me you're a Discord mod. Blunder. Black replies asterisk, grabs his balls asterisk. Is this any way to treat your teacher? Playing along with the roleplay. And as much as I'm dying inside, I'm gonna have to rank this a good move. Only because they're both into it though. Ouch, all my might, exclamation point, exclamation point. That really hurt, exclamation point is White's response, followed by asterisk, transforms into all might, asterisk. Oh my, exclamation point, who is this handsome fellow, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. This great move continues a common interest between the two, despite the interest being, how do I say this kindly, not my thing. Black responds with asterisk, I let go of his balls, asterisk. Oh my, hard eyes emoji, asterisk. I grab my own balls, asterisk. What the fuck is Black's obsession with his goddamn balls? Bro's typing like he's narrating a fanfic written during a full body exorcism with one hand on the keyboard and the other in deep sin. I have no other words than blunder. White looks down and smirks before saying, I like where this is going, Toshinori, nervous laughter, and this is everything wrong with the My Hero Academia's fanbase. Painting anime characters in this way is just weird, and I'd bet money at least one of these has an anime body pillow. Blunder. Black cuts to the chase and asks, can we Detroit smash, question mark. I'm going to assume that's a reference to the anime, but come on, this is an outrageous move. Sexualizing anime characters is like trying to marry your sleep paralysis demon. You need therapy, not fan art. Asterisk turns into blank, absolutely, is White's criminal move because what the actual fuck. Considering they started the game as Mineta, that means they turned back into them, and that's some Drake type shit. Mineta is underage and Toshinori is overage. Cooked, and I can't believe I had to search this shit up just to make sure that I was not looking at the next ditty. And I was. Next, White opens with asterisk, looks to my feet shyly, and then to you, asterisk. You're pretty smart for a girl, you know that, right? Asterisk blushes asterisk. This is incel poetry written with the left hand in his mom's basement. White plays a mistake straight away by conveying this sexist ass message to the opponent. Black replies, I'm pretty sure other girls are smart, period, correcting White's lack of knowledge with the best move. But what do I know? I'm a bias, maybe gay. Asterisk, eyes wide open in a bit of surprise, asterisk. Thinks to myself, oh no, she didn't like that. Quote, well, it's just boyology that men are smarter, ... Like my IQ is 159, ... Anyways, let's move on, asterisk, smiles cheerfully, asterisk. No way this gooner just said they had 159 IQ. In case you didn't know, that's just one below Albert goddamn Einstein. And Einstein wasn't looking at his toes before talking to the Huz. This is an inaccuracy from White. His IQ is probably more like 15.9. I'm gonna block you now, is Black's response. That is definitely a forced move. White's cringy ass speech gave Black no choice in the matter. White hits back with a stunned emoji, and asterisk looks in shock, asterisk. Quote, why ... I thought you were nice, but you're actually a birch ... I guess all women are the same ... Asterisk sighs, then sadly blocks you before you can block me, asterisk. Bro really thought blocking was some kind of moral victory, like she can't just hit that reverse Uno block and wipe his digital existence clearer than his browser history after his mom walks in. What a dumbass and what a blunder. Next, White calls their opponent a prostitute, lol, period, and then follows up with, why do you need exotic RP on a game, question mark. Y'all enjoy rubbing your on pixels, BSC, no man will ever let you IRL, absolutely cooking Black with a brilliant move. Doing shit like that in a virtual game is weird as hell, and White attacked this hanging piece viciously. Black hits back with, why do people need gang RP, question mark. Trying their hardest to attack back, but failing with a miss. Gang roleplay and rubbing come under uncomparable categories. It's like comparing a cartel shootout to dry a beanbag chair in a Discord call. One gets you respect in GTA servers, the other gets you put on an FBI watch list. Because it's a game about gangs, laughing emoji. Why do we do cop RP, question mark. Because it's a game about cops and gangs. Black plays an excellent comeback here, showing Black why their argument is stupid. Black replies, it's called roleplay for a reason, smart one, period. It's not real, period. Nothing that happens in RP server is real, lol. That's my point. No, it's not. Is bro bipolar or some shit? Why are they arguing with themselves? That's a really weird mistake to make. I mean, I'd argue with their takes too, so you can't blame their personality. Black asks, okay, so why you press then, question mark, continuing their potential checkmate attack with a great move. Black is dealing with this creepy gamer with ease, and you have to admire it. White carries on yapping with, that's only one aspect of an RP server, completely ignoring Black's attack with a mistake. The best move would have been making some sort of defensive effort, but I guess they've given up on the game. GTFO out of my DMs, dumb skank, laughing emoji. Checkmate. Hopefully White reevaluates their life choices and changes for the best after being cooked alive by Black. Next, hey, exclamation point, asterisks, blushes nervously, asterisk. White begins with D4, but with a Gooner twist, turning a traditional book move into an inaccuracy. Just leave it as hey in the future. Trust me, it'll do a lot better. Black asks, who is this? Taking a more normal approach to the conversation. You would hope White isn't a stranger if they're already using stage directions. Asterisk, eyebrows furrow in sadness, asterisk. You read my message and didn't reply, exclamation point. I expected better of you, ... Asterisk, eyes water and I begin to cry, asterisk. It's okay, no one loves me anyway, is White's beggy out response, and just give up. This mistake screams insecurity, and no girl is chasing a guy who acts like this. Most of the time, it's the guys like this who are chasing them in the streets at night. And unless you subscribe, I'll chase you on the streets at night. Black asks another question, which is, I still don't know who the fuck you are, taking a much more offensive approach to the match with a great move. If White didn't answer the question last time, maybe the F word will keep it trapped between their ears. White gets upset and messages back, asterisk, sniffles through tears, asterisk, it's blank from homeroom. I just wanted to know if you wanted to go on a date sometime. Can we normalize saying who the hell we are when we message the huz? For all she knew, one of Diddy's disciples might have been sliding into her DMs, so no wonder bro got such an aggressive response. White is still yet to make a good move after this mistake. Black replies, I have a boyfriend, dude, you know this, revealing what a dirty little animal White is with a brilliant move. Despite having a full knowledge that Black was taken, he still slid into the DMs more desperate than a YouTuber using giveaway for his subscribers. That's something you cannot defend. Period. Fine, period. Be like that, period. Asterisk. My eyes go blue like Sans, asterisk. I'll kill that kid myself. Okay, step down, buddy. What the hell? I thought I was reading some weird messages from a gooner, not a future school shooter. Shit, that rhymed. What am I, Eminem? Anyway, get White's search every time they enter class because from the sounds of it, something bad could be in their bag at every given moment. Crazy blunder. White, probably stunned, messages back, oof, blocked, period, playing the best move in this situation. I really hope she red flagged that previous message though. Next, White asks, how are you doing, like you're a regular player. Nothing too heavy and quite laid back, book move. Black responds, I'm alright, choosing to keep their response pretty vague, likely because they are skeptical of random Discord users. I would be too, another book move. White gives a proposal, which is, would you like to roleplay, and despite a lot of people who do roleplay being weird, you can't really judge someone for politely asking. This question is both respectful and calm, which is why I have to grade it a great move. Outside of these videos, it'd be basic standards, but compared to all these other roleplayers, I respect this one. I don't really RP in DMs. Blacks answers the proposal with a polite rejection and a good move. They simply extend their arm and offer for the match to be aborted, but White is hungry for some more elo. White responds, oh, you don't do one-on-one, making their first mistake by starting some sort of interrogation. This dude has selective hearing like crazy because Black literally just said they don't do it. Rewording it isn't gonna make them change their mind. You're not Obi-Wan Kenobi. Black chooses to specify and replies, I do, just not in DMs with a random guy, period. Plus, I'm not really into MXF roleplays if there's ERP involved, which I guess you want to do. This is a great move, speaking of White like they graduated kindergarten 2 days ago. When it comes to dumbass gooners like this, it's important to paint things out in an easy way to interpret things or they just won't leave your ass alone. Somehow, White still thinks they have a chance and hits back with, oh, sorry, I guess I should have made sure we were best friends for 10 years before reaching out to see if you'd want to roleplay. LOL. Everyone you meet online is random. Not gonna lie, the last part of the move was absolutely fire. However, put the fries in the bag. If you have to get on your goddamn knees to get a woman to date you, then she isn't the one for you, which is why this is another blunder. There are plenty of other fish in the sea. I'm sure at least one chopped one will take White back. Also, on the topic of Discord, you can join mine with the link in the description. Next, oh, you think so? Asterisk, ears turn red, asterisk, period. I thought you looked pretty amazing too, MON. Seriously though, I had a great time with you. White plays a wholesome gambit on the opening of which goes down as a book move. Needless to say, this is the first time someone using asterisk has made me fall in love with them, especially if they're a dude. Black agrees, explaining, I had a great time with you too, exclamation point, making both players happy, and you just know White hit an emote after getting this notification. Excellent move for sure. Really, question mark, asterisk grins wide, unable to hide his happiness, asterisk, I'm glad to hear that, exclamation point. We should definitely do it again soon. Any ideas for our next adventure, question mark, is White's response, and the only thing I can call this man is a cartoon character. This excellent move secures the huzz, and hopefully they have a happy relationship. Damn, a wholesome text chest for once. I'm gonna get struck by lightning next. Anyways, next, White kicks the roleplay off with asterisk, kisses your supple bare boobs and areolas, asterisk, asterisks, runs fingers through her hair, asterisk. If I received that message, I'd throw my phone into a ravine, baptize my eyes in bleach, and report that man to whatever federal agency handles crimes against literacy and human decency. In short, White needs to be stopped after this blunder. Black hits back with asterisk, takes my hunting knife and saws off your second head, then forcibly feeds it to you and watches you choke to death on your own genitals. Then disposed of your body in a heavily wooded area, and goddamn, my guy has this entire thing plotted out. Both players opening a game with blunders is very rare, but I'm gonna have to make it happen here. This shit was way too out of pocket. Even White, who started with weird roleplay, calls it out. Dude, WTF, and I don't blame them for resigning after this move. I wouldn't want to give Black enough time to track me down either. They do both have enough time to watch the playlist that's about to come on screen for more games though.